What is good, YouTube? How you guys doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. As you can see right here, right now, we are using my texture pack. And I told you guys I was working on my texture pack and all that, and I worked on a couple more blocks. As you can see over here in this roof, I worked on a couple different blocks. Yeah, it kind of changes the look of it, but I don't mind it completely. Like, it's still not a bad look, but we have to do something with this area, and I'm actually going to give you a little sneak peek. Yeah, we will be working on, actually, I'm giving you a sneak peek right here, and right there. Quick, nobody look. We are going to be working on this right here today, and I would like to get it complete and also do the inside and get the inside complete, but I had no idea what I wanted to do with this area, and I feel now I was having a little writer's or builder's block, and I didn't know what I wanted to put here, but with the size of this building, the way it's going to be, I can do a 2-floor building and do a nice little, a nice apartment in here. Yes, it will be a little difficult at the time to get the floors flowing, but I think it will be a pretty cool idea. I think it will go in very well. So we can do a first floor and apart, like one room, and a second floor, another room, like a little townhouse type deal. But as you can see from the waterfall and up there and the cobblestone, we are currently using my texture pack, which I am slowly working on. Now let me get a little bit of the cobblestone up in here just so you guys can see the cobblestone as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is what I've been working on and what I have worked on so far with my texture pack. And I do notice a little bit of a difference between the diorite, like the andesite. They kind of mend together pretty well. Like the colors between the two are pretty good, and even the darker colors are closer to the grout lines. On the diorite, the actual diorite stone block isn't as, it's light, it's my apologies, it's darker than the stone look in the smooth part of it. So like the smooth stone on both the diorite and the andesite, I made it a brick, but I'm not too sure how I like this brick look. I feel like it should be more like this, like the smooth stone brick. As you can see, the slabs and the stairs, but I'm not 110% sure. I do really like the looks of these with the smaller bricks, but I feel like I need to make them bigger, especially considering that we used a lot of this in this build over here. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it does seem a little too busy. So I feel that we're going to have to go in and make the actual brick itself a bit bigger so that it matches the smooth stone brick texture. Now, yes, this is a revamped version of the smooth stone. It's a tiny bit darker, lighter in certain areas, and the grout lines are a lot darker, which this I love. This I absolutely love. This I love as well, because you got the grout lines, which aren't extremely dark compared to the stone lines and the stone textures in it. But this, I really like the contrast of the white and black, but I don't think it works in building purposes. I really don't think it works in building purposes, especially for like here. It just doesn't seem proper. So I'm going to have to lighten that up a lot. And I might try 2 different styles. One where the grout lines are close to the same color, maybe a tiny bit lighter than the actual brick portion of it. Or we might make it dark, the same darkness as the andesite here, which I just noticed that I forgot to do texture building between the bottom. Like you can see, it's a bunch of different colors here at the bottom, and then as you go up, it's just nothing. It's just one color. Uh-oh. So I gotta fix that. So I'm not 110% sure how I feel about this just yet, but I am going to go switch over to the BOO pack right now so that you guys can see the difference between mine and his. Pretty close similarity wise, like they're pretty close, but not insanely close. It's my spin-off of almost his texture pack on how I feel he can not necessarily make it better, but what I feel is more appealing to my eye. And back to game. But you can see right here how he's got two different size. He's got two different sides of this. And even this is two different textures. And so on and so forth. Oh, man. I want to know how he did that. Did he combine two different types of... Is that how you do it? If that's how you do it, I'm going to be lost in the world. If that's how you build like that, a texture pack wise, how you can have this brick and this brick, same exact brick, with two different textures. I don't know, but we're going to continue to use I completely forgot about that. We're going to continue to use BOO's texture pack until we get all this sorted out, because these are like main blocks that you'll use, in my opinion, or that I'll use. But yeah, so we're going to be working on this over here, and like I said, not 100%. Come back here, piece of cobblestone. I'm not 110% sure what building blocks I'm going to want to use here. I want to do a wood, but like I said, I'm unsure about that. So let me get some textures. Let me get some blocks together, and I'll be right back with you guys. So for this build, we're going to use these main blocks. Okay, so we got, I don't forget the names, we got oak wood stairs. We got jungle wood slabs. We got oak wood, and then I believe this is dark oak or spruce. There's spruce wood, cobblestone, and then spruce planks and dark oak planks. These are the 2, 4, 6, 7 different blocks we are going to be using in this build. Cobblestone will randomly appear throughout it. Otherwise, these are the blocks that we will be using, and I did a little test. This is how we're going to be doing it. Now, in my mind, how I want to do it is I want to do a step up into this area, which is why we got the slabs here. So there's going to be a one door here, but this is going to be the step up into the bottom apartment, and then the step up going into the staircase to the second floor. I may mix in some other types of stairs. I may change the oak stairs to start off with altogether. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Once it's all closed in, it might look a lot better. But in my mind, how this is playing out is I want to do the spruce as the floor. So I want to do the spruce planks as the floor, just like so. And I think that will add some really nice textures into the floor, but I just don't know how it's going to cooperate with fully cooperate with coming into the main area of this apartment and then bumping up. I may need to bump this out one more. I'm not 110% sure, but like I was saying, cobblestone will pop up here and there in the builds, and that's where they'll be popping up. They'll be popping up in random areas, not exactly like that, but I do want them to appear randomly. So what I'm going to do is, obviously the floor is like an aesthetic look. We can, like, honestly, we can do this later on, but I want to do it right now just so I don't like that. So if anything's facing that way, we got to put it this way. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it's going to have to go, because I am not going to be staring at that. That is going to aggravate the absolute hell out of me. And then we'll do a side jog. We'll do a straight side jog, straight. There we go. Perfect. And then we gotta do a time set. Day. And I bet you it's gonna rain. Where's the rain? Huh? Rain? Thunder? Lightning? Where you at? But what I'm gonna do with the roof is I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up. So this is going to be the floor of the second floor, but this is actually the roof for down here on the first floor. So it's going to be a double layered roof, only because with that, like that, I can add some interesting detail into the roof, which I think will be nice. Like that will be your roof. We even may side jog it so you don't see the look of that, but that's the idea and plan that's going on in my mind at the current moment. But first we gotta do this floor. I gotta complete this floor, otherwise I'm gonna be losing my mind. And I do want to do a side jogger here. And we'll do this. We already got a side jogger there, but we'll come in with another one right there. And as I'm looking at this and thinking of it, this is going to be a really tight quarters of an apartment. And I don't know if I really want to. I think what I should do is have like obviously like a main living area. And then we go to the bedroom, which could be like this top area. Like even back a little bit further. Like this can be coming into the bedroom with a doorway right here. And we got a little bed and what's not. But this, like a storage closet, like one door storage closet, you come in, there'll be a bunch of chests right in front of your face, just wham, right in your face. But in order for us to do that, we gotta set a floor. Yeah, there we go. That helps. So this whole chunk will be useless. And then gotta replace these. Which, come on, I don't understand why you can't place logs angled. So you come in, you can have a chest here. Trying to think of how this would work. I don't know. That'll be something we can get into later on. But this is the main idea of what I have for this area. And I may even bump this back. I may even bump this back one. Considering it's so easy to bump it back. So I may bump this back. And then do a stair. Or not even a stair. We can do a half a shrub and a half a shrub. And then a door that goes into the bedroom. Could even do that. Or get rid of that completely. And just do this all the way across. And something up here like a little kitchen. I don't know. I'm going to have to really mess around with this and see what we can get out of it. And I know you don't see any of these dark oaks in, but every now and then occasionally I'm going to throw in a dark oak pattern into the build. Every now and then you'll see that. But let me get the building and we'll be back. Okay. It may not look like much, but I will say one thing. What's the time set day? I will say one thing. I am very pleased to know that this will look good. Okay? This will look pretty cool. All right? As it just... I didn't get to the second floor yet, but as it's just a structure, obviously you're going to have to like work out this path a little bit too. But as a structure in general, I already know in my mind that this is going to have a nice feel to it. This is going to have a nice, it's going to have a nice look to it. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just going to look pretty cool. I mean, let's get to the inside and I'll show you guys what I did on the inside. So there's not much decoration in here. But as you can see, this is like a flow up to whatever's going to be up here, like a little kitchen, whatever that may be. Yeah, we may... Probably a little kitchen. And then, is there grass behind there? Of course there is. We'll just throw that with dark. Is there grass behind that? No, there is not. So... this is where we are going to put our little window. That is where we're going to put our little window. Maybe one added across over there and right there. So we're going to put a little window up in there. And we come down here. Is this straight to grass? This is to leaves. That's the leaves. So we'll do a little window right here. And what about right here? That's the leaves. We'll do another window right here. This also helps the natural light come in, the aesthetic look of the whole thing. I think that's pretty cool. But then we go over here. And this brings us to our bedroom. This is where the whole bedroom is going to be. And then we got a little closet in here where we can add some things. We can add a chest in here, whatever the case may be. A double and then a single. Whatever the case may be with that. I did change some of the walls and stuff. Like I added some dark oak in with the spruce. And I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, we can do a window here as well. How do we want to do this one? It's right to the edge. We'll do a window like that. That's shaped a little differently than all the other windows. We'll fill it in with spruce. It'll be dark oak. That's a different shaped window. And then over here, what can we do over here? We can do just a double wide. Just a double wider. And that's it. I mean, obviously we gotta do some interior work and stuff like that, which I will work on. And then we work on the second floor and how the second floor is going to be laid out. Yeah, I'm not liking these stairs. But this is what I mean by like ceiling. I don't even know if I went over the ceiling, if I really like looked at the ceiling down here. But look at the ceiling. See what I mean? Like the ceiling's got texture, which I really like. It does something. I think that's pretty cool. I think that is pretty cool. Which is why on the I made the ceiling, or I should say I made the second floor go up an extra block, just so that I was able to then do a floor up here just like this. You know what I mean? So now this second floor will have its own type of floor, and that allows us to have a ceiling down there. Now I'm a little... oh, I remember why. Because this is a wall, so I didn't really need anything here anyway, but I will do something like that. So yeah, I mean, let me throw this down just really quick. Not gonna do anything too crazy with just slapping this down. I think this is going to be a pretty cool build. I think it will be fun to experiment with other builds later on. Something similar to this, as in structure-wise, I guess. Because I've never really built like an apartment-style building. Obviously, there is a crap ton And when I say crap ton, I mean a crap ton of detail that still needs to be added to this thing to even make it remotely appealing from the outside. So I am very aware of that. That skeletons walk around with an enchanted bow. But for the most part, I think it's pretty cool. I think once we get to the outside of it, after we finish the whole detail on the inside, we'll be able to knock out some pretty cool outside detail. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying just it's literally nothing. It looks horrible right now, but everything will tie into it eventually. It will be like a comfy, cozy home because there'll be detailed little tight corners and stuffs like that. But I think that is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you're enjoying the series and everything. My texture pack, yes, I will be working on that and all that for who cares about it. Whoever's out there who wants to know and who cares and who will get it in the future, this, that, and the other thing. We still got to work out something over here, and I think I came up with, I'm going to put the castle in here somewhere. Somewhere in the castle, it's going to be, the castle's going to be in there. Just don't know yet. That is a very big build. A very big build. Probably the biggest build I've ever done is going to happen over here. So we're going to be making history. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and stay tuned for the next one. As always, stay beautiful. Peace.